But hey, they met the challenge, got it back together in the fourth, and executed well and spread the ball around. And Rui got hot again, and they were able to. And I think Hayes did a good job, protecting the rim. Marcus Smart had some plays where it kind of ignited them, and they just collectively did what they had to do in the fourth. But that third quarter, man, I was really upset with that third quarter. But it happens. Teams come back, but it's how you react and recover, and they were able to do that.
James, Alley, I'm not going to lie. I looked at the standings about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Figured out the Lakers lose. They would drop to 7th in the West, below that line. They'd be in that play-in tournament field. But no need to worry about that. They're still in 5th with a really, really captivating finish to that fourth quarter. Allie, how do you beat a downtrodden Dallas team at home? How about a 37-point fourth quarter by the Lakers? That's going to help you. And you alluded to Rui. To me, Rui's the X factor tonight. He absolutely won this game for them. The 4-point play followed up with a 3-pointer. He has not been hitting from deep this entire month. Remember, he was hurt, missed some time, lost his starting job. This is a big kudos to Rui game. 17 points. It's his best output since the first week of December, James. I mean, he hasn't played this well in a long, long time. And granted, he hasn't been himself physically. But tonight, wow, if they can get production like this from him, night in and night out, and the clutch part of it too, those 7 points in the final few minutes. Rui should get the game ball tonight for sure.
No doubt.
17 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 7 in 27 minutes of action for Rui. But for now, let's head back to Dallas. Marcus Smart is with Mike Trudell.
Marcus Smart, what a swing, I guguess swings that we saw in this game, right? You have the excellent first half, then the rough third quarter. What did it take in the fourth quarter to turn things back in your favor?
It just took for us to lock back in. They came out, we missed a lot of easy shots, and I think they kind of got to us a little bit on the defensive end to where, we was concerned about that, mad at ourselves because we can't miss those. And, they went on the run, and we did a good job of sustaining it, coming together and collecting ourselves and coming out with the win.
A number of key plays in crunch time from you. One of them, the offensive rebound. You had initially kicked the ball out. Can you just tell me about kind of reading the path of the basketball? Yeah, so, Luka's been doing a good job. Him and LeBron doing a good job of, creating not only for themselves but for others, which they demand a lot of respect from other teams. So, they usually probably got more than one defender on them. And that opens the lane for guys like me to be able to go in there and, get offensive rebounds and then making the right play, finding the guy. Rui was hot, and finding him, making sure he gets that ball. How do you take some of this energy now as you go to Chicago and then, 4 more cities after that? We got to bottle it up. We got to go look at the tape, look what we did right, look what we did wrong, fix the wrongs, stay with the rights. Marcus, appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much.
Big night there indeed from Marcus Smart as well on both ends of the floor, but it was about Rui Hachimura down the stretch. He finished with 17, as I mentioned. You see the numbers, the 4 of 7. He's been dealing with that calf injury, and just his return, which he's been very candid about, is just going to take some time and rhythm. But I think in the clutch and big moments for his confidence, big game, a shooter like he is, knowing how much and well he can impact this team. This is a big night for him.
Big night goes back to the big game winner he shot when LeBron gave him that pass and he knocked down the game winner. He's capable of doing this a lot. I mean, I think for me, I think Rui's going to be, the X factor. I know, Austin Reeves is coming back, but I think this guy, particularly off the bench, 31 points off the bench tonight. We were wrong. I didn't think they would get 20, but they were both. Rui came in and took care of that. So if he can continue this, I mean, he is a versatile player, shoots the 3, can shoot the mid-range, physical player, and tonight he demonstrated exactly what we've been looking for out of him.
Trade deadline 12 days away. Not to belabor the point about Rui, but if they get this production from him consistently, and he came off the bench plenty in his time with the Washington Wizards, maybe they don't need to worry about getting a bench scorer. They still got that one empty roster spot, Alley, so they can go fishing for either a defender or a bench guy, unless, of course, they do a 2-for-1 trade or something like that, open up another roster spot. But bottom line, great game by Rui. On a kind of a weird night for the Lakers. They were up a lot. They had a great first half. We were saying how poor they've been in the first half the last couple weeks, getting outscored by about 10 points every first half. But great job tonight. And then they really faded that third. Very impressive finish for them on a night where DeAndre Ayton, James, the second best field goal percentage guy in the NBA, 4 for 16 tonight for DeAndre. Hey, Rui more than made up for that, that's for sure.
He sure did. I think, like we said, we didn't think the bench would get plus 20, but that was a big plus. And I just thought that, you know, they kept it together. You know, normally when a team comes back on you, and Dallas had the momentum in Dallas,
yes.
Williams was getting layup after layup, and it's just like they were going to lose it. But they kept it together, realized that they needed not lose 2 in a row, and they executed down the stretch. And, you know, they showed some poise, and that's what they needed.
Coach D. Fish was seeing if he could get more eligibility for Crespi out of Williams, because he was incredible tonight, let me tell you.
We weren't too far off from our pregame predictions when it came to Luka Doncic. He's averaging nearly a triple-double, 33-point triple-double versus his former team. And tonight, big game, he had 33, 8 rebounds, 11 assists. We thought he'd have maybe 12 this time around, but he was the second highest plus-minus guy at plus 18. He got to the free throw line.
18 plus-minus for Luka Doncic. That's
plus 18.
18. Mm-hmm. That's good production for him, because not only is he getting 33 points and 11 assists and 8 rebounds, he is, you know, getting to the line. He's, you know, controlling the game. He's getting other people involved, the pace, all of that. So this is a complete game for him going back into Dallas, and an emotional game for him anytime he goes back to Dallas. But getting to the line, you said 14 out of 15 times?
Yep.
That's some awesome Reef stuff right there.
Shocker here, James. Luka Doncic now 4-0 against his former team. He might go like 24-0 by the time all is said and done.
Well, you have to be beat by the Mavericks.
Exactly. 44-0, however long he ends up playing in the NBA. Bottom line, you can see the excitement for him from start to finish in this game. Really nice kind of a period at the end of the paragraph, too. At the end of the game, Mark Cuban went up to him and hugged him. Mark was the former owner of the Mavericks, drafted Luka almost a decade ago, and he was the one who spoke up several weeks after that trade happened, almost a year ago to the day, and he said, you know what? How did we not get more than one draft pick, one first-round draft pick for this deal? And he was right. To this day, that's the biggest head scratchers. You get a nice young player, you know, and Max Christie, who had another good game tonight. You get AD, who's 6 years older than Luka, but at least he's an all-star with some defensive presence. But as Mark Cuban said, one first-round pick, and he's no longer the owner. He's a minority owner now of the Mavericks. But man, I agree with him. Should have gotten 11 first-rounders for a guy like Luka Doncic.
Shout out to him too. The note that was delivered on the broadcast about surprising fans with a suite that showed him support. And I say that from a standpoint too. He has fully embraced being a Los Angeles Laker. But cool. You knew exactly how much that place meant to him. It hasn't even been a year. It's just backed from the fan base there with Luka Doncic. Big game.
Hey, you know, he loved the fans.
There's really had a broken down car, and Shaq's like, all right, that's too bad. The next day, there was a brand new pickup truck for the equipment manager. So obviously a guy like Luka reminds me of Shaq, just with the generosity. And how cool, going back to his old arena, as you mentioned, that's a great point. I'm so glad you brought it up. And saying, hey, I respect the fans here, especially